What is up, and welcome to Real Advice in Relationships. I'm your host, Keisha, aka Author K.O. Sterling, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the podcast. As you're enjoying today's episodes, please rate this podcast, share this podcast, but most of all, download the podcast episodes. So sit back, turn up that dial, and enjoy this Southern girl share some real advice in relationships. Hey guys, what is up? This is your girl Keisha, aka Author K.O. Sterling, and I'm back today with another podcast episode. Oh my gosh, I am so resty. Long time no talk. Oh my goodness, y'all literally should see my jaws right now. Y'all should see my cheeks. I'm literally smiling from ear to ear right now. Like I'm just like elated, over the moon, over the hill, elated. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are well wherever you're listening to this, whenever you're listening to this. I hope that all is well. There are so many things that I would love to talk to you guys about, so many things that are running through my mind. However, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to begin, where to begin, what to begin with. So I guess I'll just pick one of those many random thoughts that's going through my mind and just pretty much share it with you. I have not posted, as you noticed, in a while because I kind of hit a plateau. I discussed in the previous episode how I hadn't posted in a while because I had been kind of busy, and not just busy, I just kind of hit that creator's plateau, so to speak. I felt like I had said everything that I needed to say as far as relationships were concerned, and I know that is not true. You can pick a topic and you can talk forever, particularly about relationships, right? You can talk about relationships on and on and on. Look at the countless number of songs and everything that have been made. People make songs and people make movies, and this stuff has been going on since the beginning of time, right? And just about love and love alone, you know. So there are so many different things you can say about relationships, and I pretty much felt like I had reached a plateau and I had said everything that I needed or wanted to say about, you know, romantic relationships. Because as you know, the show is called Real Advice in Relationships. And I remember being in the bed one day and I was just thinking that it was just like, it was kind of like a moment of enlightenment. Just something just hit me. And it was just like, it's about self-love, right? We teach people how to treat us. And so I felt like once that idea hit me, once that thought hit me, I was like, that pretty much summarizes everything that I want to say. And that at that time was self-love. And I'm just like, you know, people come into your life and they see how you treat yourself and they see how you treat other people around you, and they see where they can fit into your life or try to incorporate themselves into your life, and based off of those actions, you know, and I'm not saying people won't push the boundaries, because we human, that's what we do. You know, look at our society. Everything is a boundary that's pushed, crossed, and taken up the line and all that kind of stuff. But I just think that we teach people how to treat us. And I think that people's treatment of you is, I wouldn't say loosely based, but it's fairly it's based pretty much on how you treat yourself, and how you love on yourself. So I just reached a plateau, and I was just like, I really don't have anything else to say. But I don't think it's necessarily just that. I also wanted to be able to talk about more things. I wanted to be able to dive into different subjects. I wanted to not just be limited to what in my mind felt was romantic relationships. Like, I didn't want to be limited to just that, because there is so much more to me. There is so much more to my thought patterns. There is so much more to my interests than just talking about like love relationships. Like for real, like. And I could literally just start another podcast, which I have thought about just starting a new podcast, and then I thought about just changing the name of this podcast and just continuing forward, right? However, the new podcast name would not be reflective of relationships, right? So that kind of threw that that idea out of the window, or just put it back on the shelf, so to speak. But yeah, I just wanted to do something different, or just take a break. I wouldn't say or take a break. I did take a break. And I wouldn't say do something different, because I have done something different. I've been spending more time working on some other projects outside of podcasting that requires me to be speaking and talking, which is something that I really, really enjoy doing. If you do not know, I am a member of Toastmasters International, and what Toastmasters International it is for speakers and aspiring speakers. They work with you. They created what they call pathways, and you work your way through pathways, and you go from a lower level of speaking, or I wouldn't say a lower level, but like the basic level of speaking, and you work your way up. And there are opportunities to become a professional speaker. There are opportunities to participate in contests, go to conferences, and pretty much travel the world speaking. And I have a love for speaking. I have a passion for speaking. So that too is why I do this podcast. One, because I just love the idea of radio. I love the idea of podcasting. Podcasting to me is just like radio, right? So that is why I enjoy podcasting or what have you. But I did reach a plateau, and I did want to talk about other things, and I just simply wanted to take a break. And I literally have been putting my time into just being a active member in Toastmasters International. Okay, I've always kind of been a member of Toastmasters off and on for the past few years, but I wasn't active when I was, in the past. I wasn't active, but I'm more active now. So, which is, it's fun. It's not too time consuming, but it just depends on how much work you put into it. It can be time consuming if you put a lot of work into it. But it just depends on your level of speaking, your level of engagement, and if you hold any offices or any positions within your particular club, right? So, at any rate, I know you guys probably didn't want to hear all of that, but I just wanted to come on here and just share a quick update. I think that my next episode that I want to talk about is I heard from an old friend. So if you guys want to stick around for that, make sure that you are tuned into the podcast, and I am going to talk about that on the next episode. So yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking with me, sticking by me, and just really being down for real advice in relationships. And I want to definitely encourage you guys to share the podcast, download the podcast episodes, and share it with people that you may know. If you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Author Kale Sterling. I am also on Facebook at Author KL Sterling. I do have a Twitter handle, KL Sterling 1. I am going to be honest, I do not use Twitter. So I don't even know why I just gave y'all that. I have no clue, no idea, but I am very much active on Instagram and I am active on Facebook. So if you want to reach out to me, please feel free to do that there. And I even thought about, this may be TMI, I even thought about switching platforms, because there are other platforms that you guys can send me like a direct message. Just click the little message button and you literally can leave me a voicemail. So I really, really like Spreaker. It's user friendly. There are other platforms that are much more easier to use, but this is the thing about this particular platform and being a host. Not only is it easy to use and everything, I just find that it's what's the word? The podcast host that I thought about transitioning or moving to is just, I don't know, like I went to go search it and it's like, that's where podcasts go to die. I don't even think they get up off the ground. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to work what I got over here. I think I'm just going to stay where I am, right? I think I'm just going to work where I am and jump back on here and try to be as consistent as I can. I will definitely have more time this semester. Last semester, I actually started a new job. So, I'm teaching college, y'all. So I started a new job and I really that has sucked all my time and attention, and I love what I do. I love it. Like, I love my students. I love the subject matter that I teach. I love that I'm able to engage with them, and I just love everything about it. So, but at any rate, I hope that this finds you well wherever you're listening to this. Whenever you're listening to it, I hope that this finds you well, and please make sure that you stay tuned and you are following me here on Spreaker, Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you're listening to. Make sure that you are subscribed and keeping up with what I am doing, because I am back, baby. I'm back. Your girl is back. All right. Until we talk again, y'all, it's your girl Keisha signing off. Peace. Bye. Hey guys, be sure to go to my website, klsterling.wixsite.com/I'm enough. That's klsterling.wixsite.com/I'm enough. There you can find links to all of my social media platforms, shirts, books, and did I mention I offer free ebooks? Yes, when you go to my website, klsterling.wixsite.com/I'm enough, click on the ebooks link and it will take you directly to the free ebooks that I offer. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Bye.